Greetings, programs! How is everyone this evening? I am still very tired. I got a decent night's sleep last night. But I just cannot sleep in past a certain time. I can't just keep sleeping. So I think if I want to genuinely get a long sleep, I have to go to sleep earlier. So here's crossing my fingers I'm not going to stay up all night tonight, but I wanted to take another look at Map. A game about maps. I played the demo of this a little while ago, a beta, if you would. The game has since fully released. The map is a little bit different, and you can see there's a lot more game to it now. The demo only had these bottom 6 islands. Map looks very different. We're going up on this side now. I would be willing to bet we can get another... maybe 10 levels? Hard to gauge. Exactly. But I played through... this is the last level that we showed off. This one... is the first new stage, which I actually beat, so I can't really show it off. Actually, could I? What was this? Yeah, I don't think I can do them again. But I have what I've drawn of the map here. A couple things that I actually thought were really good ideas that they did do are these couple objects that have stickers that have the little red dot on them. I was thinking it should spin around that red dot, because this is like the landfall bridge. I'm going to line it up and then I'm going to point it in the right direction, and now you can. It does do that. Now, our goal on this map was to find, or to mark, I think, these flowers, these flowers, and I think these flowers. But there's a bunch of neat stuff on here. Compass has this big old tower in the middle of it. And do we have any new tools? I have a new pen. We did get this last time. And though it may be hard to see, I have 2 of 3 hidden chests. There was one here, and there was one higher up, and I could not tell you where the third one is. So I'm not going to kill myself looking for it, but I figured... where is it? There it is. I'm not going to kill myself looking for it, but I figured just as a start, we can take kind of a look around, see if we can find any clues about where that third chest could be. So this one, I want to say... Why can't I just use my map? Because my map doesn't show where I am on it. Okay, well, this looks like it's going to be something, and I can't quite put my finger on whether it's one of the existing... chests I've gotten or not. This seemed pretty obvious, though. I'd be surprised if I hadn't found it. I'm sure I climbed up here. So we got like a big something, a small something, and then two kind of small somethings, and then another big one further away. I can only guess this is like stumps. Oh yeah, we got the two little stumps here, the big stump there, the little stump here, this is the X. Okay, so I got that one already. I don't think I have seen yet a bonus chest that didn't have some kind of hint somewhere. Would have been a good place to hide a hint. Real chill music. I mean, it's a pretty chill game. Oh. Cat. Cat! Well, I think that was all 3 treasures then. Three of 3! You can't see because I'm standing in the way. Okay, so let's move on to a new island we've got to handle. Okay, that's crazy. There's so many statues. And water. Water is terrible for my circuit boards. You picked a bad profession being a sailor then, my dude. But just look at all those red fish. Actually, that's a lady, I think. Oh yeah, the fish near the basalt rocks in the water. They're really cute. Oh, by the way, Milo asked if you could mark the missing statue. Also, he gave me this photo for you. I'm sorry he's still so reserved. He doesn't have it easy with the other kids at school. I always laugh at him when he talks about the Raven City. Maybe that's why he didn't want anyone new in the crew. Okay, this is probably going to be a pretty easy map, as small as this is. So I see passages to run out to some of the islands. The stairs going up. Let's see if we can't figure out where we are. I think we're right here. Yeah, pretty sure we're right there. You show up, you don't even know your orientation right away. Oh, yeah. Okay, this is going to be a bigger area than I thought, because there's going to be a lot of running around out in the water. Wanted me to mark the missing statue. Well, this wants me to mark the school of fish near the basalt rocks. Okay, I've got 2 different ones to do. Okay, marking that missing statue. So that's like right over here. Oh, you didn't want to know where it was gonna be. You wanted to... Okay. You wanted to know where the statue was. Okay. Hey there, Fred. Alright, so statue is way out there. I don't have a good... Well, if I can pick a point that I know... Yeah, right here. Okay, so that's 11 steps out from there. I don't think that's where it is, though. Whoops. Because if I go straight out from that, it's to the left. Oh, not quite. Geez, that's still further to the side. And further out. Is it like up here? Yeah, I want to say it's straight from there. I don't think I can measure this, though. Yep, can't measure that. Are we sure it wasn't 11 steps? No, that was absolutely 11 steps from right there. Oh, okay. Yeah, from right there, 11 steps, that puts us right there. Yep, that's where it was, that's where it was. Oh, so close. We can do better. Only get 0. You know what? Good enough. Hey there, demon. Demon? Demo? Okay, so my other one is a school of fish near the basalt rocks. Well, where the heck are the basalt rocks? Ah, there's the basalt. Or not, because there is no school of fish here. Oh, is it out there? Yeah, and there's the little fish out here. What is the goal? It's a game about making maps. So we are given an outline of the area, but we do not know scale, orientation, where we are on it, nothing. So we have to use our wits and measuring tools, such as a compass we were given, in order to find a couple things that plot has asked us to find. So right now, they want us to mark the school of fish near the basalt rocks, which is going to be these little guys right here. So now it's going to be a matter of how to orient from this. Okay, so it's 10 steps from this corner, which I think is right there. Yeah. So like right there, we're 10 steps out. In some kind of direction. Is this building oriented north? No. And it's about 9 from that. I need a second compass. That's probably a good guess. Close am I? Ooh, not bad. Fishies. Ooh, next island. Oh, let's go back here. We're not done here. When I do steps, can you move sideways? Yeah, I can move whichever direction. I just then also need to be able to, like, turn it into something that I can measure on here, which is usually best done with straight lines. Like, yeah, I could go, like, 10 up, 4 right, but it's like, okay, I could go, like, 10 up, so that's our point. And then I guess I could maybe use something to mark that position. But the island's not north-south, not north-aligned. Can I combine the pen with it? No. I think we get a tool for something like that later on, though. Oh wait, never mind, I can. Ignore me, you can. Alright, so what do we got here? We got like a little house. That's like right here. Oh, it's not an accidental spoil. If anything, it's been a while since I last messed with this. They may have told me that I could do that, and I've just forgotten. There's kind of a thing like this here. Instead of just having the outline, I like kind of having... That's a real big heckin' area. So this goes like way back in, but then it goes like, whoa. And there's also like a little thing over here. Instead of just finding what we need, I like kind of drawing down some landmarks, I guess. Okay, so we need to find... Oh. Hello. That's literally the water thing I just drew. I know exactly where that is. He's a bird rock. Oh, that's kind of up there. Alright, we found one of our chests. Oh. We found our other chest! Ooh, paintbrush. I mean, in that case, I want to redo all of this with blue. Didn't this, like, go like that? And then up here. And then like this. And then in like that. That had a little loop over here. A little passage over here to get there. What's the difference between the marker? Mostly just color. I've got the 4 different tools over here. We have like a pencil that does these little short, small black lines. Green crayon that does these chunkier green ones. Where even am I? Alright, 2 chests. Everything is marked. Yeah, phenomenal eraser. Can erase pen, can erase marker. Okay, new island. What do we got? Wow. It's amazing. That's what I call a tower. I would love to see it. Could you perhaps mark the tall tower, please? Nice big tall tower. This is a big island. That is a very detailed island. So there's a little hook on that side. I think we're down here. I think we're like right there. Oh. So just a little southeast of Six-Winged Totem. dear. Well, I don't see anything resembling a six-winged totem. Or even a similar tree. Okay, so from the start, that looks kinda like... something like this. We got something over here. Yeah, because that's down there. Got the 3 up there. We're top of the second one. These are not... what I'm drawing isn't really intended to be accurate lines, it's more just to give me a sense of, like, what is actually going on this island. So there's this thing over here. So we got a thing here, this is the basalt. Kind of goes up and over like that. Yeah, because that is entirely... oh, but then there's also kind of a bunch that goes, like, out here. Yeah, I kind of like that. Looks like there's more down there. Probably just doing like this, kinda. And there's some more like here. Oh, this is a path coming up here. And then a path going that way. So this like kind of goes like that. Aha! A pen? What do you look like? Oh, it's red! And we have a path here. So that, like, kind of stops there like that. Actually, it goes out kind of far. Towards where that is, so like it's kind of like that. Yeah, and that isn't really a big thing. Kind of arches around on the far side. And that was, like, right there. Alright, let's mark this tower. Good spot to draw from. Okay, so it's about 7 in. Pretty sure I came down from there. Yeah, I measured from that peak. Haha! Wow, the ravens could fly there. Flying must be so cool. I think so too. Well, maybe we should take a look at... Did I just see a deer? Where? Where's the meadow that they graze in? Here's about the stupid deer anyway. It's much more important to find the raven flower. There must be a new flower somewhere around here. Perfect. While we're at it, we might as well gather some wood for my next project. Please mark the X under the bridge. Milo needs quieter friends. Good enough. Okay, so I got like 3 different quests to do here. New pink flower type. Well, we found the deer, so I guess I can look for the deer. Hi. Want to know where this is. Which is, like, I don't know, in here somewhere. There's, like, nothing good to measure from. I guess the bridge. The hand-holding in the game is kind of over at this point. Like, you know what, here's a place, go have fun. Figure it out. Like, measuring from the bridge would be good, but how do I measure to the bridge? Yeah, it's hard to measure from either side. So I was thinking maybe this was a bridge, but I think it's actually a tower they made that fell. Like one of these. Okay, so that's like 7. 7 is correct. So that's like right around here. Mark the X under the bridge. Oh, man! That's probably not even this bridge. It's probably the other bridge. Yes, it is. It is the other bridge. Okay, well, okay, so it's not that. But I do know there is probably a bridge here. This is not a very precise measurement. And then that is 6. I'm gonna take a wild guess. Oh, yeah! Alright, so that's like 5, 5.5. To take us to right there. And then that is 6. Six, and it's gonna be like down here somewhere. It's gonna be like on that line, probably. That's a really rough estimate of a line, though. So it's not going at the tower. Tower has this other little tower. Four. So that's like right around here. And then we can kind of triangulate from there. Yeah! Okay, tiny towers there. We got the second bridge here. I don't have a deer sticker. Got a bunny sticker. Yeah, you can make them bigger and rotate them. Okay, so I gotta go find that pink flower now. I tend to make the stickers pretty small when I don't want them to be, like, intrusive. Is the mapping going pretty good? I found a hidden chest already, and I wasn't even looking. There are 3 hidden chests on this map. Right now, I'm looking for a pink flower. What is this game? It's called Map. It's a game about making maps. The gist of it is you're given the outline to the island, and it's your job to figure out where things are in it on a map. Which is what I've kind of done here. So right now I'm looking for a pink flower, and then I have to mark the pink flower on the map. Yeah, it's a cartography game. Then also be on the lookout for clues as to where our hidden chests are going to be. We have to dig them up. Alright, wherever that pink flower is, it is, eluding me. I haven't really looked over here much. I don't really see how to get up there, though. It is a cute game. I kind of get the impression that it's designed for a younger audience. But I think the actual cartography that you have to do, especially once you get a little ways into the game, is not like nothing. Okay, if they expect me to get up there, I have no idea how. I've also not seen that flower type. That flower anywhere. Oh, I'm dumb. It's right there. Anything cool up here while I'm up here? Yep, that's it. Okay, so we have to mark this somehow. Okay, that's effectively 4 from there. So it's on that line somewhere. We just need another point of measure to confirm. Since I fell, that's probably closer to 5. I'm gonna say you're right there. Oh, it's not even close! I thought that was way too far. Darn measuring off a cliff. Oh, I'm measuring from the wrong one. I'm supposed to measure from this one. That could be the problem. Still not as close as I want to be. I can do better. Okay, so you're like... It's like over here. Bingo. Does how many attempts it takes to make... it takes affect score? It does not. Which does technically mean you can just keep guessing until you get it right. But I feel like if you're just gonna wildly guess until you get it right, you're playing this game to win, which is not why you would play this game. Like, you should be playing this because you want to... because you enjoy wanting to make the maps. Okay, now let's go look for clues. There are 2 more chests to find here. I don't feel like it would take too long to wildly guess. I can go all the way out to this though. Because every guess gives you more information about where it actually is. Like, you can use that first guess to kind of triangulate. I feel like even if I completely guessed wildly, it probably still wouldn't take more than a half dozen guesses to get it from there. Fish. Which I do feel like on one hand you could categorize as a flaw with the game. But I also sort of feel like if you're playing this game to win and not to have fun actually doing the cartography, then what the heck are you playing this game for? Dang. Oh, Profile Pic is one of the main characters from Toho. It's not, actually. There was some inspiration taken from her, though. But that's actually my own character, whom I call Miss Naka. Yeah, that is my own character. Some inspiration was taken from Reimu, though. Some inspiration was taken from Reimu. Predominantly inspiration was taken from the female Ronin from Disgaea. In fact, when I very first started making videos on the channel, my avatar was straight up the female Ronin from Disgaea. It just was before I made her my own character. That's Clo. Okay, so I can only guess that means it's the shadow of the big tower. Yeah, boy. Deer. No, I have a deer sticker. That means I can get rid of you. And put out a deer sticker. And this was... it was like over here somewhere. Yeah, that's about right. Okay. Looking for more clues. If you do get around to playing the Minecraft series, I do apologize. The very final video of the series. And I'm kind of at my own pace, because at this point it's sort of an old series. But I'm trying to figure out a way to get around this, but it was muted. Not muted, the video was blocked due to copyright reasons. Yeah, last one got blocked. It didn't get taken down. It didn't get, like, flagged or copyright struck or anything like that. It just... There's a thing that just says blocked in all countries due to copyright. Yeah, and it's because of the music I used in the end, which was, Twilight. Which I kind of figured was risky to use. It's... But I figured if it gets this is my vision for the video. If it gets demonetized, I don't care, as long as the vision gets out. And that's how it was for years, and I was fine. Oh, hey, thanks for the follow. Oh, that's over on Twitch. And that's how it was for years. And then some more recent copyright thing came in and said, like, this video has been blocked in all countries. Yeah, there's a big X right here. Can I just dig here? No. And I've been trying to think about what can I do to kind of still let my vision be my vision, but also let the video be visible. But the whole point is that the finale is a Daikon 4 reference. Man, basalt is weird. Is this what basalt is actually like? Cat! Yeah, I think over the years I've gotten 2 different copyright strikes over things, and I'm still very salty about those. Oh, does the Discord link not work here on YouTube? Probably not. Probably because links aren't allowed on YouTube. Also, the bot keeps friggin' disabling itself. Yes, let me log into Streamlabs, you piece of crap. Okay, it's not a bot. Yeah, that happens. It says enabled. I'll fight that fight later. Okay, so this is like up here. Cat. Alright, still looking for a clue. We got one more treasure to find. I take it I'm not supposed to be out. I tried. Oh no, I can't go this way either. Oh no. Uh-oh. Well, I'm kind of running out of places to check. Like, I looked through all of that. Yeah, like I kind of looked through everything. Anything out here in the water? There's got to be something up there. I just can't figure out how to get up there. Like, there's gotta be a way up there. Like, there's gotta be. Okay, well, I may about be ready to move on to the next island right now because I cannot figure this out. I have no idea where this next one is going to be. Inside the towers is also usually a good place to hide stuff. I mean, I can just start digging around randomly and hope I find it. Wouldn't be the first time I found stuff that way. Aha! That's gonna be... The frustrating thing is I've seen that. I saw that before, I just didn't take a closer look at it. I mean, it's gotta be up here. I think. Or down there. Could also be down here. No, I think it's up top. Aha! Tree. Right. Job done. New stage. The clue for that one, there was a pattern drawn on the top of a, thing of scaffolding. I think we might have gone a little overboard. What do you mean? We didn't let Milo finish what he was saying. He wasn't able to conduct his research on the last island at all. Oh yeah, now you're realizing. I feel bad. That was wrong. I am wrong. I think you're overreacting now. We need to apologize. I already have the perfect idea on how to do that. We're going to find something super cool and Raven-like on the island, and we're going to show it to him. He's going to flip out. How about the city map? Wow, this is just a big old round boy. So I think we are here. Ooh. We got some shenanigans going on in this place. Uh-oh. Good job, me. Bees. So I think this town is aligned with the map, at least. Oh, snap! That is a good heckin' map. Oh my goodness, look at that map. Okay, we know where the map is. Let's kind of look around and get a lay of the land. Yeah, west was facing up. I guess they didn't want to make it too easy on us. Buns. So there used to be a tower here. Interesting that these Raven people always have this, like, blue smoke line, almost. I don't know what it is, a river, maybe? But it's always drawn on all their buildings. A nest! I mean, they're birds, I guess. Okay, so they have the map... They have the wall doing that, and I think the wall is doing that for us. I'm just going to put that in just so I have something. Oh, it's broken, son of a gun. They haven't given me one of those in like 2-3 maps. Bah. So there is the flat wall up here. Okay, so... Dang it. No, I still need you to be 4. Yeah, so that's about 5 down. And then there's another little house over here. Oops. So that's to here, and then this house is 3, 4. Alright, we got our 2 little buildings here. There's a thing of basalt over here. Kinda does that. That kind of goes diagonally and then over. Alright, I think we're about ready to mark this wall. Just no easy way to get that angle. Well, no, I have the angle. It's no easy way to get the edge. I mean, I suppose the easiest thing to do is to go here and then just move straight. That's effectively 10. Which means the wall is really here. That is that edge of that. So that's just straight down this way. So that is 8. So that measures 8 to there. So really I only need to measure 7. So it's in a little. There, be as long as possible. So that's 3 across. Which means it starts right there, so this went like that. And the compass is in the middle, the wall is in the middle. Which means the wall itself has got to be like 1 thick. Wish I could erase smaller. Yeah, and then we got a wiggly line on this side. I think we should probably try to measure things inside. Before I start doing the too much wiggly stuff over here. Okay, so I know exactly where this is now. It's right there. And that's where the map is up there, right? Yeah, so that's like 14. By like 3. Okay, I'm just gonna assume that it's lined up on that line. Three would put it right there. Hey! Wow, a map of the city. Do you know what that means? It means that the settlements were much larger than researchers had previously thought. Isn't that amazing? We found it just for you. As an apology for interrupting you. Thanks, guys. This will allow me to prove that the legendary city of Ravens did indeed exist. It's all thanks to you, our cartographer, that we've made it this far. Billy's right. As a thank you, I'd like to give you this camera. It's always been a great help to me in my research. If possible, could you help me out again? The next 3 tasks are already on your map. That would be really kind of you. I got a camera! Yeah, and then photos we can just put straight on. Camera. Bun. I can use this to zoom in too, which is nice. Okay, what am I taking over here? Mark the tower ruin. It's probably the big ol'. Well, according to the map, to ye olde map, it's actually directly in from that. Which looks about right. The camera way over there. Did I miss a tool? Should I have a hammer? Let's say 13. Alright, and now we have confirmation of where this is in the middle, which is going to be really helpful for figuring everything else out. Mark that house. Okay, that's that house. So it's the house north of the tower. So it's not that house. It used to be this house. Yeah, that's another whole house now. Mark the smithy. It's a whole other house now on the map, which is going to make mapping everything else in here significantly easier. Now then, the smithy. Where's the smithy? Do you tell me where the smithy is? Maybe that house down there. There's ye olde smithy. It's 9 again from about the middle. Oh no, we're done already. Nay, I say. Okay, so it did mark the smithy on here. Dang it. And the smithy looks like it's kind of connected in a weird way, so we're just gonna put some lines in here like this. And then that house is marked. We've got like a statue here. That house is fine. And we have another house marked over here. It's really just one space separating. Six tall. 2 from the top. So that's just like 1 over, 2 from the top. Pretty sure that's about 6 tall. Yeah, it does line up with the end over here. 3 wide. And then that goes over to rumbly bits over here. Let's figure out this house. So it looks like it's aligned with the right side of that. That's awfully close to that, though. And then 6 across. Okay, then we got some shenanigans going on up there. Kind of a wall there. It's like about 6. About 5 tall. So that's lined up with the center of this. About 3 off. And about 6 wide. And about 6 tall, too. Big ol' building. So that's about 1 in and about 2 down. And then it goes over almost the entire way. And 3 deep. And then we got a wall working its way up to here. So from here, it's kind of doing this. And then like goes down and curves around the back of this. Or it just kind of slowly works its way down to about here. That's probably most of the, like, the really precise stuff that I need to do. There's this building, which is lined up with about the top. Here. So it's like here. And then the bottom is like here. And it's 5 away from that. And it's only 2 deep. Tiny house. Really? It's only 2 deep? I don't believe that. No, it is kind of weird. Weirdly. It like goes in 2 and then up a little. But the back continues in for like another 2. And then from the back of that, we have the basalt wall going almost straight up. And then we have another one here. It kind of goes from there out to there. Okay, we got another building in back. This is the one with the nest. So it's in 4. And down 8. So it's like there, I think. So it goes down 3. Goes in 3. And it goes up 1, and then like in 3 again. Down about 5. And I'm willing to bet that's just kind of... Yeah, that's just kind of that. So it's kind of shaped a little bit like that. Okay, so on this side then, from the back of this house, that kind of just goes in a little bit like that. So we can do like... And then the bottom of the his kind of just goes straight, but works its way up north to be kind of just a thin path around the other one. Kind of goes... Yeah, that comes out about right about there. I don't know if it's really worth my time to do a lot on the bottom. I'll do like, there's something there. There's like kind of an outside path going around. Okay, so we got something here doing... kind of like that. Yeah, that just goes around that way pretty good. That's kind of doing something up there. That's probably good enough. We do need to get the building over here. That's about 7, so that goes about there. Long building. Yeah, that's about right. Got like a little circle thing, a little stair that comes off of it going down. Another building over here. Goes in like 4. That's maybe right. I just kind of guessed when I drew that one. That's close enough. So that's 7 up. That's way up there. Oh, yeah, that's lined up with that. I've done it. I've cartographied the island. So we had the statue there. Everything else we kind of knew where it was. Now for the fun part. We gotta look for clues. I see bees around. I got a beehive up here. Bees. Buns. Don't have the good stickers for it. There's a nest there. And there's like a couple round things over here. Bees! I'm standing right next to bees. Bees! I don't actually need to be marking the bees. I just like marking where that stuff is. That feels like a clue. That definitely feels like a clue. But where am I supposed to be seeing it from? Like, that looks like a clue right there, doesn't it? I have no idea where that could be pointing me at, though. Bees over here, too! Got so many bees on this island. Okay, there are 4 treasures on this island. Cat! Looking for clues, looking for clues. And some of these clues are going to be more obvious than others. I imagine with 4 treasures, there's going to be a couple that are just very obviously clues. Ah! Is that from here? Because where am I here? That I'd put it like out here. Aha! Yeah, that's about right. Okay, one down. Oh, more buns! I got more buns. Got buns. Those buns I do not think are sufficiently scared of humans. Top left of the map has bees. No, I do not see bees. This one tree is dead, which is kinda sus. Well, I don't see anything. It's kind of rough when I have found, thus far, one clue. You can real easy put a clue in here. Pretty sure I've looked in here already. Yeah, we found that one. Guess I could look around a little more closely on the outskirts up here. Pretty sure I've looked around down here, too. I haven't looked on that beach. I feel like there's going to be something down on Butt Beach. And then there's this, which, like, I swear this is something, but I'll be darned if I know. Aha! The only building I know is that one. That's gotta be like... gull. Okay, that's still only 2, though. Ooh, there's that little island out there. Nothing? Really? Ooh, you can go in here. Okay, how is there not something in here? Yeah, there's a big friggin' arrow here. What am I missing? Is this supposed to be like a map? Of what? Like, what's it a map of? Well, at this point, we've scoured the island top to bottom. Yeah, at this point we have scoured the island top to bottom. I think we have found 2 of 4 treasures, and I think we have 2 more clues, but I have no idea about these clues. I'm not fully confident in these 2 clues. What was the second treasure? It was a sticker. It was a gull sticker. Yeah, I'm a little stumped. Okay, so some of these are a little rough. I found something resembling a guide. Or not a guide, but like tips. And some of these are a little rough. Oh, right there! There's a hint! Here? Yeah. The heck is that? Is that a sticker? It's a sticker. I guess like for bridges or something. Okay, so that's that. Next clue is south entrance of town. We got that one. Next one is above the doorway in the westernmost house. We got that one. And then the last clue, there are two markers on the wall, both pointing into town. Maybe it's on top of the wall. Oh, yeah, right here. And then another one here. So you look at where they match up. Another tree sticker? Don't I already have a tree? I have two different tree stickers now. Okay, a little bit surprised I did not see the X on the map of town. A little bit surprised I did not see that X. The two arrows here, I don't know if it ever would have hit me that that was a thing. Which means both things that I found otherwise did not mean anything. The clues are usually a little more overt. They're not like, oh, you've got to solve a puzzle, like a dramatic puzzle. Like, oh, notice this looks like an arrow. Go in here and see where... Like, it's usually overt enough that when you see it, you go, yeah, that's the clue. That's telling you what it is. And that means we are 4 of 4 here. Okay, it's a little bit late, and I want to actually get some sleep. So, we're not going to do the next one. That was 10. We're not going to do this one, but we're going to take a glance at it. Take a gander.
Map.
Oh my gosh, this is amazing. Impressive. Not enough flowers. All these murals, they're all still in really good condition. Impressive. You can literally follow the entire history of the Raven people. Like there, for example. That must mean something. Please mark the stone with the image of a broken pickaxe. What the crap? Kinda... What? Arrow here. That's gotta be like this. The other half? Is it mirrored, maybe? I think it's mirrored. And then the dirt down here isn't even on the map. Yeah, we're like down here somewhere. Oh, there's gonna be some fun drawing done on this one. Cool, got them people forging. And sitting. And yelling. Farming. And then somebody taking everybody's stuff away because they were too loud. And then they're in distress because the guy took their stuff away because they were too loud. I think that makes sense to me. Ah, there's the broken pickaxe we have to find. Yep, there's the smithing. Another nest. 2. Is that... It's gotta be like carving, right? Like chiseling? There was a war, is what happened here. Those are the islands we've explored. Oh, you know what? Why is there only half a map? Because they've disowned the red ones. This used to be a town for them both. So this is probably the mural here. Well, no, because that's diagonal there. Well, it may be the diagonal, then this is like the stairs. And then a thing going up to the mural. Yeah, this has got to be the top here with the mural there. Well, I sure hope they don't need me to find anything up here. Because I don't got the space on the map for it. Can't get in this building. Dang it. Cube. I mean, this one, maybe? We're gonna have to come back in here later for that cube. I am quite certain. Yeah, I don't think it's this one. It's this one. It's not this one? There's only so many triangles. And that triangle is clearly bisected. Yeah, I guess I'll try the ones off to the side. That feels weird, though. Okay, that's a weird one. I don't know about that one. There are only 2 treasures on this map, so I don't think we're going to be spending a lot of time here. Okay, so it's the pointy feathers versus the square feathers. Wait, 2 cups of the times 2? Why would you do that to yourself? We had just the regular ones. Put in the whole spice packet because we're like, well, we want to make sure there's like taste to this. And it was suffering. Need water, get milk. Oh. It's gonna be like over here. Please do not follow the spice coyote. like right here, right? Well, it's both chess, we just have to actually do this stage. And that also means drawing up the map, and I'm not going to get involved with drawing up the map or measuring stuff out. So I am going to get some sleep. Thank you very much, everybody, for hanging out. May or may not get back to finishing this on stream. May just do it on my own time. I just wanted to make sure that I showed the game off and showed that, like, yes, it is, in fact, the game is released. There is plenty more game. Thanks for hanging out. Oh, I'm sorry, Otoko. Good night, everybody.